welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Cavalier FC 0, SV Robinhood 2, 0-3 on aggregate in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Final 2023, Leg 2. Robinhood, SV Robinhood are your inaugural Caribbean Cup champions. SV Robinhood have earned it. Let me tell you, they went from the Caribbean Club Shield, winning the Caribbean Club Shield, Pot 5, going through their group, and then winning this tournament. And it wasn't easy, but every hurdle that they faced, they cleared. Robinhood is a damn good team. Deservedly going to the round of 16 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup by winning this trophy. Joining El Diablo Valencia, Pachuca, Inter Miami, and the winner of MLS Cup, either LAFC or the Columbus Crew. In that round of 16, those round of 16 berths. That doesn't really look like how we expected it to look. No, not at all. Especially if it's Columbus. But Robinhood is in. They're in the round of 16. Cavalier still in the tournament in the prelim round. But probably unseeded too. But we'll look at the draw as it is. One more open spot left in Champions Cup for Saturday. Either LAFC takes that round of 16 spot, or the Revs backfill the Crew's preliminary round spot, and the Crew gets the round of 16 spot. Whoever wins MLS Cup. So Revs still have a chance to join the Champions Cup. I'd love to see Bob Bradley get embarrassed by a team like Cavalier or a team like Forge if they do so hire him. So maybe I should want the Crew to win. I don't know. But with that being said, Robinhood, more about you. Halftime, 0-0. 0-1 on aggregate. Robinhood still has the lead on aggregate. They're controlling the game. Cavalier does not look very good at all tonight. They do not look like they want this game. They do not look like they were ready to play. They don't look like they were ready for the meaning of this game. Not at all. They were like, you know what? We're just going to play the game. And then Robinhood's like, hey, we're going to make you feel like you have a chance. But we're going to defend so hard, like rabid dogs, that you don't score those chances. Robinhood legitimately set Cavalier up to feel comfortable. And Robinhood's defense was absolutely amazing in this game. And not just Funkel. I mean that whole back line. Hell, even the midfield. Everybody dropped in to help. Cavalier had a couple of chances, I will say so, at the half. Hell, the whole game. Until they got the red card, which we'll get to. But Robinhood stood firm. Then Chanel Thomas, the Golden Boot winner of this tournament, he is the Golden Boot winner of this tournament, with 8 goals, gets sent off for a second yellow card that was pretty soft in my opinion. That's exactly why we need a sin bin in football. Because, yeah, did he stomp on a Robinhood player? Yes, but he got the ball. Momentum took him into the foot. I don't really think that's a yellow card, or at least it should be a second yellow as a red. That should be a sin bin offense. It's too soft for me. Buddy's off. Their best goal scorer for Robinhood. At this point, you kind of felt like Robinhood, or for Cavalier's goal scorer, you felt for Robinhood that they were going to hold on and just cruise through the rest of this game with a 1-0 lead. But no, in the 88th minute, the hero that sent Robinhood to the penalty shootout that they won to get to this final, Franklin Cinco de Cromo, scores again. Ball crossed in. He's at the top of the box. He shoots it bar down with authority to wrap this game up and confirm that Robinhood's winning the trophy, because let's be honest, Cavalier wasn't scoring 3 goals in 5 minutes, 7 minutes. There was no way. So, 0-1, 0-2 on aggregate. Cinco de Cromo, the hero once again. Not just the hero, but the clincher. He's going to be really written into Robinhood history at the end of the night, yeah, for the semifinal and the final. It's kind of like what Christian Ramirez just did for the Crew, but whatever. Then in the 90-plus second minute, Jamilio Rigters is in. He pops it in, makes sure that this game is not There's no question. He leaves no doubt. Jamilio Richter's pops one in. The captain, 90 plus 2. 0-2 on the night. 0-3 on aggregate. It is over. Robinhood scored 2 goals in the last minutes of the game to certainly wrap up the trophy in their hands. Deservedly so, to be honest. Full time, 0-2, 0-3 on aggregate. Robinhood are your CONCACAF Caribbean champions, Cup champions, inaugural Caribbean Cup champions. Amateur team goes down doesn't go down in the Club Shield. They win the Club Shield. They're in pot 5. They win their group. They win the tournament. What a Cinderella run. I mean, seriously, Robinhood, well deserved. Cavalier was the favorite, but they were never afraid. They controlled this tie from minute 1 to a minute 180, whatever the stoppage time was in both legs. I mean, you could add that on. 190, maybe. 192, whatever. Point being, they controlled this tie. They were not ever out of it. This was their tie. This was their moment. This was their night. They are your champions. Stats are as follows. 6 shots to 9, 2 shots on goal to 4, 217 passes to 285, 44% pass accuracy to 56% pass accuracy, 71% pass accuracy to 80. I wrote it out of order. That's what got me. 10 fouls to 3, 0 offside to 0, 5 yellow cards to 2, 1 red card to 0, 5 corners to 3. Cavalier, I don't know why they played this bad in both legs. They legitimately played horribly in both legs of this tie. They were like, you know what? We don't care. We're going to be fine. No, you ain't. This game was sad. This game was legitimately sad for Cavalier. You were the favorites in this tournament. What do you proceed to do? Choke. Break. Just, it's horrible. Really, it's sad that y'all went completely broke. Like, y'all went completely just belly up. Really. Robinhood controlled this tie. They controlled this tie. They wanted this more than anything. They wanted to make a point that they weren't just here to participate. They were here to win. And they won. I have a lot of respect for Robinhood for what they've done in these past 3 months in this tournament. Amazing group stage. Amazing semifinal. Amazing final win. Robinhood is just on one right now. Robinhood is a damn good team. They are amazing, Robinhood. And they know how to win. This is a big moment for Surinamese football. It really is. Because look at the national team. Look at the national team. They have underperformed this year. Besides the Mexico game, they have underperformed. They have shocked people. Not in a good way. They used to shock people in a good way. They shock people in a bad way now. They had a horrible year. But there's a fire in Surinamese football. That's Robinhood. Robinhood, they're going to change Surinamese football for the better. This win will change Surinamese football for the better. I don't know for the national team it will, but they want to start a professional league in Suriname. A true professional league. Well, this is a good way to start it with all the money that Robinhood's going to pop into that economy with winning the Caribbean Cup and going to Champions Cup. And how far they go could make this even better for Suriname. Suriname should be proud of Robinhood. Robinhood, like their name suggests, stole from the rich and gave to the poor. And though they were playing with the spirit of Robinhood. Their name is fitting. Let me tell you, it's fitting because they played with that spirit. They played with the spirit of, we are here to make a point. We are here that we may lose. Yeah. Not here, not in this tournament, but Champs Cup, definitely. We're not here. We may lose, but we're not here to just roll and die. No, we're here to make a point. We're here to make things better. make football in our country better, make our profiles better, make this club great as it once was. Because back in the day, back even before my dad was born, that's how far ago Robinhood was a good team, a big team in CONCACAF. The 60s. I think most of my dad's siblings were born, but he wasn't born yet. So that's just how long, in my eyes. That's a really long time. If one in his lifetime, it's a really long time. 60-something years. Robinhood, I'm just making a point, okay? Robinhood, they may just, I'm not saying they're completely back to their glory days, but they get to feel the golden days once again, and that's got to feel amazing. The way they played, I mean, they played with a heart that I didn't expect to see, I didn't have much hope for them going into this tournament. You could look back, and I'm like, there's no way. Well, there was a way. Robinhood never says die. And guess what? They're the champions now. I thought it was going to be Sabao at first. Going into the knockouts, I thought it would be Cavalier. They at least made the final. And no matter what, Robinhood's like, doesn't matter. Hell, they beat Sabao. That should have been the first side of my brain that's like, oh, they might just be somebody that you don't want to play with. Oh, they weren't somebody you wanted to play with. Robinhood, well-deserved. Man, this tournament, they've been amazing. They have been absolutely amazing. And I am in awe of what Robinhood has done. They play exactly the way they need to play to get results. They don't play great. Not in the way of the way they play. They don't play like they're the dominant. They play the way they need to play to get the results. They do play great, but you know what I mean. They don't play like a Man City or an LAFC or Leon. They don't do that. They play the way they know how to play. If they need to attack, they'll attack, and they can attack well. If they need to sit back and hit on the counter, they will certainly do it. They know how to play in multiple ways, and that's the thing that I respect, is that Robinhood can play in multiple ways. They can play on the front foot. They can play on the back foot. They can play possession football. They can play against the run of play. They could do anything that is asked of them. They could hit you in multiple ways. And that's why they won. Because Cavalier, one-dimensional team. Chanel Thomas, he was off. He didn't play well tonight anyway. But when he went off, they were done. Most of the teams in this tournament are one-dimensional. Robinhood wasn't. And that was the intangible that got them to win this tournament. And they also had the second place player, Cairo, in the Golden Boot ranking. But still, though, they found a way. I'm happy for them. So with that being said, congratulations to SV Robinhood. Commiserations to Cavalier. Robinhood, you're well-deserving Caribbean Cup champions. Well-deserving of also being the inaugural champions. I don't think any Caribbean Cup's going to hit like this, because this is going to be nostalgic for you and for me, because I enjoyed watching y'all play. I really did, and I'm happy to see the Cinderella story got finished. Now go ahead and do it in Champions League, please, or Champions Cup, please. Especially if you get, I don't know, the New England Revolution. Oh, wait, you're in the round of 16, my bad. Hey, if you play them in the round of 16, though, please do it to them. Because if they get Bob Bradley, I'm going to be firmly in your corner, even more than I was in this tournament. So please, make that man look like an idiot. Make that man look like a stronzo. The stronzo that he is, please. I'll laugh my ass off. Yeah, I wish him the worst. Why do you ask? I wish Bob Bradley the worst. What do you ask? Why do you ask? With that being said, commiserations to Cavalier. Congratulations, SV Robinhood. Can't wait to see it. And if it's you, Cavalier, that gets the revs, please do the same. But with that being said, if the crew win the cup, if the crew win MLS Cup, if not, well, I still want to see Robinhood do good. With that being said, honestly, both teams, but especially Robinhood, I'm intrigued. With that being said, if there was a way I could watch the Surinamese League, I would. I think I may be a fan of Robinhood now. Call me crazy, but I may just be a fan of Robinhood now. I think I fell in love with Robinhood. I think I have. I'm not gonna lie. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once you subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put it to play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of the Copa America draw. I'll be wearing the Canada shirt, not a suit. Another suit's for Saturday. But I will see you on tomorrow. Not Thursday. Tomorrow. 7:30 Central. Let's see where Canada could go if they win the repechaje. Let's see where the CONCACAF teams will go. See where Argentina, well, we know where they'll go. And Brazil. But you know what I'm saying. Let's see what those pots look like for Copa America. We'll see. With that being said, I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace.